I was wondering there. Well, you get to see the weather update pretty much later in the day. But this time we're looking at the political weather condition in Bayelsa State. That will be going to the polls specifically December 5th. We're now being joined by Miebi Bribena. He's a coordinator of Sylva, Igiri Campaign Organisation of in Sagbama local government area of Bayelsa State. Good morning and thanks for joining us. We'll talk about the Coordinator of Sylva Group Campaign Organisation. That means you're a member of the APC. Tell us how preparations are going. By the way, the PDP in Bayelsa State were also invited. They were supposed to be here, but for some reasons they just couldn't make it. We hope that they should be able to make it in the nearest future before that particular election. So tell us preparations in the state for the December 5 election.
Thank you very much, Suleiman. I am really glad to be here today. First of all, to answer your question, I want to say that I'm not surprised that the person for the PDP is not here, Johnny Dumange. I'm sure the moment he heard that I'm the one coming, they will escape. How do people get to know that this man is coming, the other person is coming? Yes, because usually these things are sent out on social media for people to watch. Yeah, so we are aware. And he's used to doing that. I wonder why he didn't do it today himself. He won't do that because I was waiting to serve him a writ of summons here for trying to malign me, yes, for trying to assassinate my character. He stated categorically on social media that I, Miebi Bribena, did fail contract during Silva's first administration. And I have sued him to court for libel. Okay, so and that's going to come. So he will not come here. So we won't go there since he's already taken the matter to court. Yeah. But we do have, when he finally comes, I still don't know how you got to know he's the one that was supposed to be here on the program. But talking about preparations for the APC in Bayelsa State, how has it been going? Yeah, preparation is in top gear. Precisely on Saturday, we had a flag off of our APC campaigns, and incidentally started from my local government, which happens to be the local government of the outgoing governor, Governor Sereka Dixon, and the attendance of the incumbent governor. Outgoing governor.
Is the incumbent? Is the incumbent governor?
Oh, well, we call him outgoing governor. It was unprecedented. The attendance was phenomenal. The crowd was ecstatic. The people were willing to come out freely. Now, this normally would not have happened in a Bayelsa State for APC to organize a rally in the local government of an existing governor and over 10,000 people in attendance. This was not a joke. Everywhere was electric. And we had a very successful campaign, and the people are ready for takeover. Change mantra has come to Bayelsa.
When you talk about change mantra, it would seem as if you, who is also from Bayelsa State, haven't seen what the incumbent has been doing. We saw him he went to the hometown also of Silva, just the same way the campaign has gone back to his own place. So close watchers are saying, let's give it to everyone in Bayelsa State because it's been peaceful so far.
Yeah, it's been peaceful so far. We've had some incidences which are really unfortunate, either by coincidence or by a sheer human act. We discovered that wherever Silva is appearing, suddenly the governor appears. This has happened on 3 occasions. When we opened our campaign office in Yenagua, suddenly the governor came around that place. On Saturday, after the flag off, Silva was going back to Yenagua and branch Kayama for another function. The governor had left to Yenagua. And suddenly, he came back again for whatever reason, and there was a log jam on the bridge for close to 2 hours. I mean, these coincidences are getting too many, and we're really concerned about that. But so far, everything has been peaceful. But we've had incidences of where we have an initiative to clean up the state, because there have been lots of refuse in the state, and APC took an initiative to clean up the state. And our boys were beaten, blue-black. Some people were injured. And members of the PDP are castigating us for taking that initiative. I mean, this should not happen. We've had this happen too much. And we are saying that we've signed a peace pact, and we are waiting and willing and ready for a free, credible, and fair election.
Who did you sign a peace pact with? Because that's very key. We recall what peace pact the peace pact that was signed between the President Goodluck Jonathan and President Muhammadu Buhari and some other candidates. Is that the same kind of peace pact that was signed in Bayelsa?
Yes, a similar one with all the the candidates.
The incumbents and other candidates?
Silva, Moses Siasia, and all other candidates signed a peace pact last week. Yes.
Do you, I was just wondering, you talked about the flag off of the campaign of the APC in Bayelsa State. Some say that that flag off was poorly attended, that was just the only big week that was there was the party chairman who handed the flag over to the governor, and that not to, beg your pardon, to the governorship aspirant, candidate, beg your pardon, and that not a lot of governors showed up for that particular event. Is that true?
The party hierarchy was fully represented. Even ex-Governor Bribena was there. You know, the person we need for a flag off is the national chairman.
Yes.
And he was there, his ex-co was there,
yes.
Others were there. I will not categorically tell you the reasons why some others were not there. Whatever has been told to you, there are speculations. But the flag off took place, it was successful, it was unprecedented, the crowds were there.
Did you express concern and that wasn't normal? Because what we usually see about flag offs and, you know, political rallies is that a lot of governors that are incumbents who come to give and show support. Was that any kind of message to the to the APC candidate?
That's not a problem at all. Ex-Governor Dixon has been going for, outgoing Governor Dixon has been going for campaigns, and the only person that has come is ex-Governor Kwankwaso. Is that really a problem? Not really a problem.
I think it's very important that we stay with his designation. If he's the governor, I think we should still say he's governor. It's not necessary that we qualified. The governor is Governor Dixon. That's still the current governor of Bayelsa State.
And he hasn't done the second term.
And he hasn't done the second term, so he reserves the right to recontest. You don't acknowledge that right?
No, that's not a problem at all.
So please let's stay with the title then.
We had news about endorsements back and forth. You said you kicked off your campaign on Saturday. Tell us, what's the rate of acceptability? How would you rate the acceptability?
The acceptability of Timipre Sylva
principle
is very high. There's no printers about it.
What's giving you that impression?
The response of the people. You know, you've gone to rallies where statements are made, comments are made, and the crowd's response is not seen. But without instigating the crowd, you know, their response is natural. There's no printers about it. And for people to come out from all over the state for that flag off in a local government where the incumbent governor is from, I tell you, it's history.
When you say it's history, I asked a question about the endorsement he was getting, and you're talking about the people here. What about the leaders, the elders of the communities of Bayelsa? What about his acceptability amongst the elders?
Very high. The elders of Bayelsa accept Silva.
A lot of people have said that the former governor, Silva, did not do too well while he was governor at that time. What's the guarantee that he's going to do any different if he gets to win the election this time? Are you also looking at that as you're doing your campaign?
When we say did not do too well, that is one thing that I always frown about. As I sit here, I have on record, not all, 234 projects executed by Silva. These projects include projects that were ongoing before he came in and he completed, projects that initiated and completed, and projects that were still ongoing before it was unceremoniously stopped from contesting for a second tenure. Now, Silva's stoppage was not by the will of the people. It was by the forces of PDP and the powers that be in his time. There was a situation, you must understand, in Bayelsa, where we had a state where the president came from. And believe you me, from Silva's inception, there had been a lot of interferences.
Wasn't it during his tenure that there were reports of a heightened level of kidnappings and disappearances of people?
No,
Was that true?
No. There were issues of security, and we should not forget that it was the time of the heightened militancy, and Bayelsa State, Yenagua especially, is like the Jerusalem of all Ijaws. So Ijaws from all over 6 states converge in Bayelsa. So there was that issue. And that was the reason why, in his good heart, he initiated the security outfit, the Operation Farm Tangwe. And that was because every day there were some incidences, flashpoints all over the place. And I tell you, when Silva came in, The people that were affected were those criminals that were having problems, not the genuine militants. I must tell you something, that Silva was the first person that wrote the first memo to the late President Yar'Adua for the initiation of the amnesty program, which we are now enjoying. At that point, if the man is a man that does not have peace, why will he do that?
So what do you think he's going to do differently this time around in terms of his campaign promises to the people of Bayelsa?
Now, like I said, Silva started his plan, he had his foundation laid, but there were a lot of interferences. A situation whereby a governor will not be allowed to choose his commissioners. In his time, we had a situation whereby the president will have to bring 8 commissioners, somebody else will have to bring 8 commissioners, and Silva alone had only 8 commissioners. A situation where there were interferences from the State House. A situation where there were a lot of gang-ups against him. Now, this happened, and when I look at somebody like Silva, I see a man with so much courage. Because if I know what he knows, maybe I would have spilled the beans to save my head. But he kept quiet to ensure that we supported our brother, even in the heat of a time where he was being maligned. You know, so Silva has said this on ground. We have a state, Bayelsa, where we have only people consuming and not producing. Silva was the first governor, unprecedented, that started an industry, the plastic industry. And in 2 days of opening that industry, 5 million naira was sold worth of plastics, worth of PVCs.